always want to start off with any questions for Coach.
Absolutely. So just if you could take me through your thinking as we hit overtime and what your team was able to do to win a game like this tonight.
I think the biggest thing was rebounding. Look at the rebounding numbers, 57 to 33. I mean, that was huge.
You had double-figure rebounds. I just been loading it up, but I think from both Queen and Liss,
Mm-hmm.
you know, we talked a lot about defense, pregame, but a rebound is ending a possession in a definitive way. How big a part of that is part of why this team is able to be so much better defensively this season so far?
Yeah, that's huge. We talk about trying to get consecutive stops a lot. And to your point, a lot of times the stop is as good as your rebounding is. If your rebounding is not good, you can be good in the first 23 seconds or whatever, and a shot goes up and a rebound comes off, and if the other team gets it, it's a new possession, and you're not getting them when you need them. So I thought we got our rebounding saved us a lot tonight.
And Danielle Robinson I just two parts to it. One, to have that kind of performance with one practice under her belt, and the other is just, it seems she was very comfortable. It seemed like the offense was very comfortable ending a possession with her shooting from three.
Yeah, she's been working on it. I have to give D-Rob a lot of credit. When we had our exit meetings last year, 3-point shooting, improving the 3-point shooting was something as a team we wanted, but specifically for our guards to improve our 3-point shooting, which was not up to par a year ago. And she took that seriously. She worked hard on it. And we kept noting that during her season over in Turkey this winter and spring, the 3-point shooting had improved quite a bit. So she wasn't hesitant today. And that, I think in the past, maybe she was a little hesitant, but she's been working hard on it. So I give her a lot of credit. And she was 2 for 4, 50% from the 3. Yeah, I'll take that every day.
I just
go ahead.
Yeah, so just the flip side, can you take me through that defensive possession late in regulation where Sabrina gets the 3? What happened there?
She just keeps backing up, like no distance is safe with Sabrina. And, I think when she made that 30-foot bank shot at our end in the first half, it's like, oh Lord, it's going to be one of those nights. And, she's energized by playing here in front of these fans and in this building. And once she gets heated up, it's hard to stop her. But, we just were trying to put length on her and switch as much as we could, and, just push that action out as far away from the basket as we could. And then, of course, clean the boards. So, she had a heck of a night. I mean, that's a heck of a performance.
We'll go to questions on Zoom. Zion Brown.
Yes, Coach. It seemed like you guys blitzed a lot of the ball screens tonight. What went into that decision just to double a lot on those screens?
Zion, you there?
Yes, can you hear me?
Zion, can you hear us?
Yes, you can hear me.
Zion, talk one more time.
Hello, can you hear me?
There you go. Go ahead.
Okay, Coach, I was just asking about, it seemed like you guys doubled and blitzed on a lot of the ball screens that they ran. What went into that decision?
I can't hear you.
Say again, Zion.
It seemed like you guys decided to double and blitz on a lot of the ball screens that New York ran. What went into that decision?
Yeah, we wanted to be much more aggressive to start the game, and I thought we were. I thought our players, our energy level from the opening tip was what it should be all the time. We've had trouble starting games the last few times out, and it just wasn't up to par. And I think some of it is just youthful inexperience, not understanding what this level of play is all about. I mean, this was a war out here tonight. It was a very, very physical game. And we just made a decision game day to be much more aggressive at the point of attack on pick and rolls. And it helped us.
Tony East.
Marianne, Victoria gave you 20 points tonight, her first start of the season. What did you see from her that she was doing so well to kind of ignite you guys on so many possessions these games, and what went into the decision to get her into the starting lineup?
Tori's had a good season over in Israel, and she's somebody that I've always had confidence in her ability to score the basketball. And I think maybe just a maturity level and an experience level now Um, she just seemed more settled and more just ready to give us what she's capable of giving us. And I think, she's far enough away from the knee injury that really hurt her earlier in her career. She has said for the last, 6 months or so, she feels great. So I just knew it was a matter of time before she was going to play the way she was capable of. And, she didn't hesitate tonight. I hope that, maybe Starton helped her. And if so, like, good for us and good for her.
You got 30 combined rebounds from the Baylor rookies, Melissa and Queen. What did you see from them on the glass, especially that allowed them to be so effective? I heard you alluding to it earlier.
No, I mean, they just put in the effort to rebound, and one of the things I, talked with all of our bigs about, well, everybody, it's like, you can't just in this league when there's size and length and athleticism in the post, which, the college kids don't see that on a regular basis, in multiple numbers like you do on the pro level. Like, you can't just go to the ball. You have to block out. And the first couple games we were having trouble because we weren't blocking out. And we've just made it a point of emphasis in all of our practices and in the games, the last 2 games in particular. And I think it's sinking in that, Natasha Howard's a pretty damn good player and she can rebound with the best of them. And you're not going to win a jumping battle with her under the rim. That's just not going to happen. So you have to block out and then pursue the ball. And I think in both Queen and Melissa's case, they're starting to understand that and do what they need to do to block out first and then pursue the ball.
Oh, go ahead.
Hi, Coach. Owen Pence with Insider. It seems like the youngsters, the rookies, have just brought such an infectious energy to this team. How early did you kind of realize that, and how fun has that been? Just coaching?
100%. Well, we saw it, and it's part of why we drafted all of the ones we drafted. We love their energy, love their mentality, love the fact that they've come from winning programs where they get the commitment necessary. Like, you got to really not only love it, but you got to work, because at this level, there wasn't a bad player out there tonight. Tell me who the bad player was. I didn't see one. That is what it is. And everybody's got talent. And so, I think they're fired up, as rookies are, to just get those new experiences. They're playing against players they probably, watched all through college, and, I'm sure they have their favorites, but just the chance to get out there and be a pro and play against the best and see how you stack up and measure up. It's exciting, but personality wise, it's a good group. They like to have fun. They're serious when they need to be, but they like to have fun and just a lot of positive energy.
James Boyd.
Marianne, last season, it took you all 18 games to get to 2 wins. So what does it say about this group to get to 2 wins this early in the season, and also to do it in this fashion and really gut it out?
Well, this is a terrific win for our players. Really, really great win. It was a gut check win. It, wasn't pretty all the time. Both teams made mistakes that I'm sure when we go back and look at film, you're going, oh my goodness, shake your head. But nothing, it was all earned. Nothing was given here. And so, it goes back to the energy level. We asked them to provide tremendous energy. Like, it was going to require our best level of energy and effort tonight in order to win. And that certainly was the case. Like, it was really a physical game. I'm just happy for our players, that we're at 500 now. We're 2-2. We're going back home, and we got to play in less than 48 hours. So we're going to be on a bus at 7:30 tomorrow morning, get home, do some preparations and rest and recover, and then play 2 o'clock or 3 o'clock on Sunday. I mean, it's brutal. We have probably the least favorable schedule in the league. Like, whoever plugs in the stuff to the computer, as they say. I don't know, this computer must have it out for Indiana. But anyway, we're not complaining. It is what it is. But we got to go home and get ready in less than 48 hours to go beat a very good Atlanta team that's, like us, has been infused with youthful energy and some good talent. One of the very best players coming out of college last year in Ryan Howard. And so, we got to get to it. We'll enjoy this for the moment and then get ready for the next.
Alexa.
Hi, Marianne. It's Alexa Philby from ESPN. Kind of building off what you've mentioned before, how would you just describe the mood and, for lack of better words, the vibe maybe for how just the team has started this season, not just with infusion of youth, but, to get those first few wins under your belt so early, just not just from the rookies, I guess, as you were mentioning, but team wide more.
Yeah, no, that's a good question. I think it's important for everybody because everybody in our team works hard and they want to win. And, it's been a struggle, all throughout the pandemic. It's been difficult going, but we feel like we've got good pieces, be they, newcomers, not just the draft class, but, Alana Smith, now Elena Coates will be added, all of our rookies and our returning players. D-Rob showed you why she's our starting point guard. She just got back from Turkey. She had one practice and she is where she belongs as a starter at point for us. You saw that tonight. Vivian's played as good as we hoped that she could and would. And hopefully, she's just going to stay on that track of being who she is and doing what she does best. And then, you add the other people like Tiffany Mitchell, Kelsey Mitchell, they always provide a calm type of poise to our group. Kelsey's been playing well lately. Tiffany's role has been a little bit different, but she's as tough as nails and as good a defender as there is. And, providing that veteran experience that we need. So, all the way around with our roster, I think people feel good about playing hard for each other. And that's what it's all about. At the end of the day, you need people who are willing to get in the trenches and play hard for each other, for their team, their staff, their franchise in a game like this with everything on the line in a tough environment and where the star player on the other team is having a night, so they should feel good. They deserve to feel good. Hey, yeah. How you doing?
I know it's one win, it's early in the season, but how much does this help you guys as far as changing culture, getting a winning culture back to Indiana with a win and, as you said, tough environment on the road and gut check time you guys came
Yeah.
through. They could have won this game very easily, same way you guys did. How big is this to help?
It's huge.
going forward?
Yeah, it's huge. We need that stamp of approval, if you will, that we're good enough, sometimes when, you hit a losing stretch, people start to doubt or lose faith in their own ability. And so this goes a long way towards shoring up their confidence and also showing that there's no easy path. If there was an easier way to get things done, we certainly would. We're not trying to do it the hard way, but trust me, with 12 teams in the league and you see all the people that aren't making rosters, I mean, it's tough out here. And so I think everybody understands there's a level of intensity, if you will, this year that and early that maybe we haven't seen. And it's important. I mean, that was like a playoff game right there. I mean, like the vibe in the room in the gym was like that. And so I think we're going to see more of that. It's just kind of comes with the turf. But for us as a franchise with a lot of young players and coming off of 2 losing seasons, it's immeasurable how important this is. And, it's one game, but we're going to, enjoy the fact that we earned it. Nothing was given. And then we did it as a team. And then we're going to, get prepared for the next one on Sunday afternoon and try to get another win in front of our home fans.
Last one from Zach Ward.
Excuse me.
Hi, Coach. Seems like you had to win this game 3 different times. Can you just talk about the resiliency your team showed when they would miraculously come back and tie it?
Yeah, that's a good point. You never count out a team like New York, and particularly when you got players like Ionescu out there. You can just never count a team out. As long as you got an opportunity, then you try to make the most of it. But I just think it goes to show that every possession counts, everything you do counts. And I told our guys, there's going to be a lot of stuff on this film that we really like, and there's going to be some stuff we're going, oh my goodness, what are we doing? And it's early in the season. Some of these guys, think about it. We have how many new players is it? 8, 9?
9.
Like they haven't played together that long. So expecting it to all mesh and gel all the time in every situation, it's a little bit unrealistic. And I keep preaching to everybody on our staff and be patient. We have talent and they're going to keep getting better. We've asked them to improve, even if it's just incrementally every time they touch the floor, to just get a little bit better, a little bit better. We're doing that. So we're doing that part. And there's a lot to improve upon. I mean, again, we're playing our rookies. Our rookies aren't sitting down there not being played. They're playing and they're getting invaluable experience. And, this was, an overtime game where, again, we probably could have won it in regulation. We didn't. It took overtime and then we figured out how to do that. And that's invaluable experience for everybody.